Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are. I want us to look at this picture here. One thing stands out, and that is the huge turnout of people. And mind you, these are two events that happened on 30th January 2026. The one is where the president is in Kisumu. The other one is the so-called united opposition. They are in Nairobi. So these are two different places. One is in Kisumu, one in Nairobi. But the turnout is so overwhelming. And that is a big problem because that one just indicates the rate of unemployment in a country. Because on a Friday, people are supposed to be working. But only in Kenya, whereby a politician would come out and people will miraculously appear. And that is a huge problem or a tragedy. Because to the politician, to them, they see business is booming. Because now they can spread or they can sell anything they want. The population. Because we all know, they will normally make a lot of promises. But they will never ever fulfill them. Because if they make any promises and fulfill, they have already taken their own power. And politicians, they normally like to appear like demigods. So in this scenario, here they will preach water and drink wine. They will make all the promises they want. They will deliver nothing. And the situation will not rectify. Day by day, things are not getting better. They're just getting worse. And don't forget, majority of people here are people who are educated. Some have degrees, even some have masters. But the employment opportunities are not available. And also, mind you, we already have a crisis in our already failing education system, whereby more than 800,000 grade 9 were unable to enroll into grade 10. So, by picturing that one, you're 800,000 of them. And that one, don't forget, this is the first slot of grade 10 since the new curriculum of CBC started. Now, the grade 10 one is the first slot, the first and only in 2026. And you already have a staggering number of 800,000 of them not enrolling. So, in 2 years' time, so now you're talking about in 2027, the ones who are already now in grade 10, in grade 9, in 2027, mind you, most of them are not going to enroll also in grade 10. So you will be having around 1.6 students who have not enrolled into grade 10. So in 5 years' time, you're talking about a number of 4 million. Now, in 10 years' time, that is 8 million. The number has already doubled. So now you're having a population of uneducated, illiterate people. And the first tool or the first weapon to fight poverty is education. First, you educate your population. They acquire knowledge and skills. The next step is you empower them by industrialization. So now they are able to get employed based on their skills and get paid. And that is how you eradicate poverty. But now when you have a population that is not educated, fighting poverty is next to impossible. And it's not that things are getting any better. Things are getting worse day by day. And now you already have a population whereby like 3/4 of them are unemployed. And then the other 3/4 of them now are illiterate at the same time. And that's why you are finding a scenario whereby you're finding Kenyans are fighting in the Russian-Ukraine war. Because anybody who is unemployed, already automatically they are desperate. And recruiting an unemployed, desperate person is so easy. You just promise them job, which is they are going to get paid well. And they will automatically accept it. And that is why our fellow countrymen are fighting in Russia-Ukraine war. And when you hear their story, they're saying they were promised jobs like being a driver, I don't know, going to work in a hotel, being a security guard. But because out of desperation, they end up accepting those roles. And then you find yourself being trafficked into a war zone. And most of those are male counterparts. Female, you find yourself you're being sex trafficked in a brothel somewhere in this planet called Earth. With this attendance, politicians really do enjoy, because now they know they have the power to sell fake air to the masses. And now the people, you normally operate at their mercy. When they tell you to jump, you ask how high. You don't question it, because one thing, you're desperate. The second, you have people who are already uneducated. So now you become you appease in their political game, and that is not beneficial to anybody. And look at this situation here.
A very fine art. Nyayo Stadium, 49 meters long swimming pool. Imeachiliwa tu hivyo bana. Where are we going as a country? We need these sports back. Sitting area iko sawa. Wala venye inakaa smart. The touchpad holders are okay. God help us. This is west. We have to come together and put it into use 2026. Ona hadi kama huwa kanamea hapo ndani ya pool bana. So we are joking.
This is a very well established sport complex that has already been neglected. If it's been taken care of, this is a facility that can produce champions in the swimming sector. But because that is not a priority to the politician, they don't care about it, and now it's just getting dilapidated day by day.